Hello everybody and welcome to the first game of Group D of Code A. Today we have Silvera versus Paul. Silvera from USA I think and Paul from Spain. So Paul is playing Sammy and Silvera is playing Jazz of course. They're playing on Stalingrad, the biggest map on the map pool, I believe. Let's skip the early game a little bit. So Silvera starts with an APC, pretty interesting, and Paul goes for the tank. Of course, I was gonna say Silvera is playing Sammy, but he's actually playing Jazz. Interesting that he goes for the APC, while Paul, who is playing Sammy, which of course has the APCs with more movement. Sorry, this is morning here, I'm kinda still waking up. Doesn't go for the APC right away, but Paul does go for the transport copter here. Silvera moving in, boosting these infantry here. I think on Stalingrad, transport openers are pretty good actually, because of the size of the map, so you can get those contested properties earlier. You can boost a lot of units throughout the game. Now Paul going for a mech here, and the transport copter, I didn't even catch if it just ported something. My bad. Okay, he used for a boost and he's gonna transport next turn probably. Silvera starts capturing here with the help of the APC. This APC now is coming back, but here he doesn't help boosting any of those units, so I'm not sure if it's super worth it. Now Paul moving in, making more mechs, so he's got a bit of a mech line going on here. Both players still pretty even on income. Stalingrad takes quite a while to get going. Now Paul has a battlecopter, and Silvera doesn't have anti-air yet, but he also has a battlecopter, so I guess it's gonna be battlecopter versus battlecopter, and I have a feeling they're gonna fight here a lot, even though Paul already has some artillery here and a tank, but I think they're gonna be pretty chill on the right side for now. They didn't even see each other, I believe. I mean, I think Paul now sees he probably saw Silvera capturing this base, but finally they see each other here. Paul sees an interesting move here, going back with the tank and putting the recon there, but Paul doesn't see anything. Paul now attacking, killing this infantry that was capturing here. The tank also attacking this infantry here from the city, of course. Really nice stuff. I'm not sure about this infantry trapped here. Paul going for another battlecopter. The battlecopters didn't show themselves yet. Silvera now killing some infantry. Very important against Sammy to get rid of her infantry so she can use her day-to-day advantage and the powers of course. Paul actually gets the best battlecopter engagement here. He also has his mechs coming in here on the center. He gets one tank here, and and this little infantry, okay. So far, Paul winning on the engagements, but I think Jazz overall is just better on this map because of the vehicles are much more important, I think. And he even went for the APC build, so he's got a lot of captures going on. He's even with Paul for the most part. He's 1k behind, but he's getting some nice engagements here on those infantry from Paul. He manages to kill another here. The tank goes for this engagement on the battlecopter, but I think he takes more damage economically than it does. And Paul goes for the double time now, so he's got one extra movement on the infantry and the extra firepower. I'm not sure how much extra firepower. The Semi already has 30% attack, so it should be around 50% more attack or something. So it matters a lot on infantry engagements, but against vehicles it doesn't do a whole lot. And Silvera goes for the turbocharge, the normal power for Jazz. So now his infantry have normal attack, and his vehicles of course have a lot of attack and one extra movement, I believe, for all those tanks. So he gets one tank, I believe, does a lot of damage to this anti-air here and does a lot of damage to this other tank as well. Poe has a lot of battlecopters now, but the problem is he needs to get rid of this anti-air, but of course Silvera has a lot of tanks to cover the anti-air, and he's got another anti-air coming, so anti-air pretty problematic for Semi, both for her infantry and the battlecopters, of course. Poe now has 3 battlecopters, but he can get fight value. Actually he had, but he loses 1 battlecopter as I say this. Silvera now almost killing the transport copter there for Poe, and Poe is starting to fall behind a little bit on units. Actually they're pretty even still, but with this join, I believe Poe should be behind on units now. Poe gets some nice engagements here, gets 1 tank, starts capturing this property. I'm not sure, maybe it's better to kill this infantry, but I don't know, man. This anti-air here, pretty annoying. Poe now trying to use the battlecopter here on this side. I think it's a good idea because he's not gonna get a lot of value here. But Silvera kills the infantry here, and now Poe only has this little infantry capturing here, and it's gonna take forever to capture. Silvera getting the anti-air here from Poe. Poe starts capturing this property. I'm not sure why he didn't try to capture this earlier. This could be some extra income for him. Poe has the income advantage, but he's behind on units, especially on army value here. Now going for a bomber though, so he's ahead after that on army value, but he loses the battlecopter on the side, and he's gonna lose this infantry capturing here. Losing also this little infantry here. Silvera has a medium tank coming in and the battlecopter. Another medium tank, so now he has a medium tank chain. And Poe goes for the victory march, but I'm not sure if he's gonna get a whole lot of... Okay, I think he was trying to see if he could go for the HQ capture here, but yeah, of course Silvera is gonna have a unit here, but I think it's still worth checking, I guess. Even though he could have those 2 bases here. But I guess 1k advantage is not gonna completely change the game at this point. He does get some nice engagements here, but Silvera has a lot of units behind, so he's probably gonna lose a lot of units after that as well. Now going for a rocket, interesting. Silvera goes for the normal power again, the turbocharge, gets 2 infantry, I believe, yeah, 2 full HP infantry pretty much there. Silvera pulling back the tank to heal. The APC just supplying for now gas to the tanks. I'm not even sure if this tank was low on gas. I think not, but whatever. Silvera now killing a lot of stuff here. The medium tanks though, a bit of a problem for Poe for now. Even though he has some artillery here, so this artillery could do a lot of damage to those medium tanks. He also has the bomber coming in. But he's really behind on units after this power. Silvera kills so many infantry here on the top and a lot of units on the center as well, so it's gonna be really tough for Poe to come back on this game, even though he's really ahead on income. You can't really turn this income advantage into a big unit advantage. I guess you could go for battlecopters and get a lot of tanks, like normal tanks and infantry. I don't even know, man. Silvera now, oh, the bomber, I think the bomber didn't even do anything. Okay, he got 1 tank, but now it's on 1 HP. And he didn't even force a fighter. The anti-air gets a lot of damage on the bomber. Now Poe 10 units behind, he goes for double time, almost gets this anti-air, but doesn't even quite. Oh my god, this infantry only taking damage to the anti-air. He's trying to get, I think this rocket didn't even shoot yet. Rocket, really questionable move, I guess, there from Poe. Oh, finally the rocket paying off a bit, doing a lot of damage to this medium tank. He's got another bomber, but the problem is Silvera has some anti-air, and if he goes for the power he can reach with this other anti-air that's full HP there. I don't think he's going for the power. Okay, he goes for the power, I think just to get this bomber. Also to get a lot of damage here. Oh my god, this rocket does one shot and then pretty much gets destroyed there. Poe is still trying to fight back here, but it's really tough. He's 10 units behind still. Now Silvera is starting to capture those properties, so he should be ahead on income soon as well. Now going for a new tank here. Poe goes for the normal power, getting some damage with the mech. The battlecopters are coming in, but there's another anti-air already on range there, so yeah, this is really tough for Poe. I think Sammy has a really bad time on bigger maps like this, like Stalingrad and that other one, Settles still are from this map pool we are playing on the tournament. And Poe resigns, I mean, he couldn't do too much more, so that's it. Silvera goes to the winner's match and Poe is gonna play against whoever loses the next game, so let's go to the next game. Okay, so second game we have Mr. Cool from Bangladesh versus Summer from the US, I believe. So they're playing on Normandy, of course. We had this map on the first map pool for the first tournament, should I say. And Summer is playing Eder and Mr. Cool is playing Jake. So they're just going for the normal stuff here, I believe. I think there's, a recon here. So Summer going for the recon boost here on the lander. I'm not sure about this. I think the recon can reach here within 2 turns anyway. I mean, yeah, I think so. And Mr. Cool coming in with the recon. Yeah, he already has the recon here, while this recon is a bit more behind here from Summer, so I guess Mr. Cool already with some advantage there on the recon positioning. Even though, okay, Summer now has the recon there. So neither player managing to... Okay, Mr. Cool actually manages to interrupt the con tower and gets his con tower first. Moving in with the tank now, getting some mechs as well. I think on this map, I'm not sure if Jake is better or Eder. Of course, Jake has the firepower, but Eder has the really quick normal power, so he can get some really key engagements early game. Summer now moving in with all this stuff. He goes for a battlecopter, but Mr. Cool already has the anti-air coming in. Mr. Cool gets this infantry here. He's still interrupting the capture, I think, here. Summer does get the capture finally with some joins, I think. So he's a bit behind on units, but if he goes for another battlecopter and in 3 units he should be even. Okay, he's still 1 unit behind. Of course you can just be spamming battlecopters in case your opponent is making a lot of anti-air. Now Mr. Cool going for a battlecopter finally. He also has these really scary units of really scary wall of infantry here, and with 2 mechs there. So this recon, is probably dead next turn. Summer making some more battlecopters. This first battlecopter going to this side, I guess, predicting that there should be an early anti-air here from Mr. Cool. Mr. Cool now starts capturing this property here, and I think he's trying to get the con tower, and maybe he will get if he continues to get nice engagements here. He's actually really ahead on units now, 35 to 29, so he should have killed like 3 units at least from Summer, and it shows on the powers here. You can see that he already lost 2 infantry and the recon there. to the mech, of course, that I said was gonna die, so Mr. Cool starts capturing here. Summer's still going for a lot of battlecopters, but the problem is he can't do anything here because of the anti-air. Now Mr. Cool coming in with a lot of infantry and the battlecopter behind there. So Summer manages to interrupt this capture. I think it would be better to go with the infantry first so the mech doesn't take more damage, but whatever. Now Summer moving in, trying to get this con tower, so he moves a lot of his vehicles to this side to try and keep the con tower, but the problem is this is the strong side for Mr. Cool, so he already has a lot of units. This artillery gets to shoot at the mech. This tank is really low already and he has the anti-air, so battlecopters can't quite help too much. Summer now going for the normal power, the side slip I think for other... Okay, did I just skip this entire turn here? Oh, okay, he goes for the power here. Okay, I just skipped too much. Okay, Summer going for the power here. Okay, we're back. Sorry for that. It's still morning here and I'm trying to focus, but I'm also trying to get used to casting I'm using a joystick actually to control the replay player because the keyboard was making too much noise and was really annoying for the audio of the video. Okay, so Mr. Cool went for the superpower, got a lot of units there, but both players have a lot of units now. You can see 30 to 41, so they're almost reaching the unit cap. I believe is 50 for most Global League maps. Both players trading a lot. Mr. Cool is stepping on the con tower really firmly here of Summer, but Summer is capturing back this con tower from Mr. Cool. Mr. Cool is probably going to get this capture here, and he's really ahead on units though, so it's gonna be tough. Now he's pulling back because he knows he's really ahead on units, probably after all those engagements. And Summer resigns. I mean, he was really behind on units. It was really tough. I think all the early battlecopters I'm not sure about, and then he tried really hard to keep this con tower. If he just put his vehicles here and really smashed this infantry, both players would kind of trade the con towers and that would be it. But he tried to defend here, but you can't really defend all that much because this is the strong side for these players. So yeah, that's it. Mr. Cool goes to the winners match and Summer is gonna play against our other player, Paul of course. And yeah, let's see the next match. Okay, so now we have Mr. Cool versus Silvera playing on 2 Athos. Mr. Cool is playing Cole, interesting pick, versus Silvera Jess. I think Cole is pretty decent on this map with all those roads here. And Jess is good, but there's a lot of battlecopters in this map. There's 2 airports if you capture, 3 airports actually if you capture all of them. And Jazz battlecopters of course have less 10% attack. Also Cole has all the movement bonus. If you can get the road of something, which is a superpower, you can get a lot of crazy engagement, especially on a smaller map like this, with all the base switches and everything. And I'm talking a lot, and yeah, both players have the recon here on the pipe scene, close to the pipe scene, where you can see both the base here and the airport. Mr. Cool already has a tank coming in here, and Silvera also has a tank answering this one. Even though I don't think he saw, he probably should be expecting, since there's only being infantry on this side. Both players getting the normal captures there, I think. Even though I personally go for this capture first and then Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe this is exactly the build I do actually capturing here. Both players are just making tanks for now. Both also have the artillery here to break the pipe scene, I believe. Now some engagements, Mr. Cool does some damage to Silvera and Silvera does some to Mr. Cool, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Silvera gets a little bit of repair damage there, but his infantry is higher on HP. Indeed, this infantry here gets taken out by Silvera. Mr. Cool going for the first tank engagement though, almost get this tank by Silvera on this side. The recon moving here, I think, to try and delay the capture of those properties here. He knows that the pipe scene will probably be broken this turn. But Silvera actually abandons here the pipe scene break. I guess seeing that he's almost losing this tank here. Actually, I didn't even catch if this... Okay, this tank just moves to the road for some reason, and then, yeah, it doesn't even... I'm not sure about this tank movement by Silvera. But whatever, Mr. Cool is coming in, interrupting this capture of his own property. He's actually ahead on income, by only 1k though. But going for double battlecopter chain, I suppose, here, and some anti-air on this side. He finally breaks the pipe scene, while Silvera stopped breaking the pipe scene, I guess, to get this tank. I didn't catch if Mr. Cool... Okay, he didn't go for this engagement here because of the artillery, actually. Okay, that's interesting. But he could attack from here. I mean, if he killed this infantry... Yeah, I don't think he could do anything there. But this means Silvera gets this tank here, which, yeah, I'm not sure about this tank from... Okay, so I just got lost on these turns again. Sorry guys. Something's happening today, I can't get the games going properly. Finally Mr. Cool showing the battlecopters, I guess. Silvera kinda knew, but... Yeah, finally breaking the pipe scene here with the tank action. Okay, he broke with the artillery, then the tank came in and got the recon, and then he started capturing. I think that's what's happened. Silvera is still blocking here with the recon, but Mr. Cool is gonna be able to start capturing here. He goes for the forced march, actually, the normal power for Cool. Generally, I think you don't wanna go for the normal power for Cool because it's 3 stars and you only get 1 movement. So if you're playing Cool, you probably want to save up for the superpower to get a really strong swing on the enemy, but I suppose Silvera already had his normal power, so Mr. Cool wanted to go for the power first, which I totally understand, especially against Jess. You want to get some edge on her. But Mr. Cool resigns. I think it was a bit of an early resign. I mean, they were both pretty much even on income. Of course, Silvera would have the superpower next turn. It's not like he can do a whole lot other than kill this battlecopter, probably. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I guess he didn't have anything on his side other than battlecopters. He did have this tank and he would have another if he didn't go for the missile here, just kinda trolling a bit, I think. He also had the transport copter. Okay, I think Silvera had it first and already was going to capture here this airports. So yeah, that's it. Silvera moves on as the first place, so let's see the next match. Okay, so now we have Summer versus Poe. Whoever loses gets eliminated. They are playing on this map, which I believe is the static, of course. So both players breaking the pipe scene there, no vehicles just yet. Summer starts with a tank here, and Poe is going for the artillery probably to break this pipe scene as well. Summer now has a recon coming in after the tank, and Poe will break the pipe scene probably with this artillery on the road there. I'm not sure actually if this artillery... Okay, if you make the artillery here, I think you can actually put it on this show right here, which is better, I think, because of course it's further, but if you make it from the center base there, which I think is maybe better because of the infantry movement. But if you're gonna move the infantry here, I guess you can just make the artillery here and have it here. But whatever. Small nitpick there. Summer now starting to capture his con tower. He's going for a tank chain here on his strong side. I mean, I'm not sure which is the strong side on this map. Generally, I would say this is the... You have a bit more units on this side for the orange player, and the blue player here would have more units to here, probably, but... this map is a bit confusing at times, especially when one player goes for the pipe sing break and the other doesn't. Of course, Poe is gonna have the unit advantage early on because of the... I mean, not early on, he's gonna have the unit advantage, but because of this artillery, but it's gonna take quite a while for this artillery to reach the front line, so he's got a bit of a temp disadvantage there, especially because of this artillery stationary here to bring the pipe sing. Summer does get this first infantry here and interrupts the con tower capture. He's got double tank here, moving in pretty strong on the top side. Let me hide the units just to piss off Mr. the Mr. that was calling on the commentary. I'm trying to see more the units, but I still think it's interesting, you know, to see the vision of the players. Of course, you can kind of see the fog here, but sometimes it's kind of buggy and sometimes it's just easier to see like this, you know, what's really going on. Summer killing the infantry starts this capture here, but I think Poe can really easily interrupt here, even though he probably will lose then the infantry. Summer now going for the artillery. I think he's gonna break the pipe sing. I never saw someone put the artillery here to break the pipe sing, but I guess that's his choice. So he interrupts the capture here, kills the infantry, and now comes in with the tank, really good. So, but I don't think he's got a follow-up for this tank just yet. And Summer has another tank here. Poe is actually ahead on capture, and he's gonna get all those properties, probably this one as well. Here, he also interrupts this capture, so I would say Poe is ahead overall, especially on units now, 5 units ahead. Since he has the extra artillery, he got some nice engagements there. But Summer's fighting back there, almost gets this tank. This tank's gonna repair though, I didn't quite realize that. And he's got the artillery coming in to defend this tank. So yeah, Summer probably can get this tank, but he'll probably lose then one of his tanks for that. So I'm not sure if that's worth it. Best move probably would be to front switch to this side, which he already is kinda losing, but... Okay, he starts front switching to here, I think. Now Poe has a lot of map vision and he goes for the side slip. Of course he's playing Eder versus Jazz. Jazz has the advantage of the vehicles, but this map I think also has a lot of battlecopter action. And it's not that big for Jazz to get a lot of advantage with her superpower and normal power, I think. So he goes for the turbocharge. I think this tank wouldn't be able... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, I think it would be able to reach anyway, so whatever. He gets the recon and the tank there. Almost gets this infantry, sees the tank here. Useful, I would say. Gets an infantry with the anti-air. He has the battlecopter coming in as well. Poe getting some units though. Going for those engagements, so he already got this city here and he's probably gonna try to get this one as well. If the tank comes in, he's gonna have this artillery to shoot at the tank. Really cool there. Okay, but as I say this, the artillery just moves here and gets spotted by the infantry, and now he's gonna get this artillery probably. Poe going for a lot of tanks. Summer moving in with the tank there, getting a nice engagement here. This battlecopter is almost dead, but there's another one here, but then there's the artillery. Poe now getting the anti-air. After losing that artillery, he's also got another artillery on a really nice position here. But I don't think he can quite capture those properties, so I don't know if that matters too much. Paul now going for a rocket. I'm not sure if he was the one that went for a rocket on this first game, but it didn't quite work. Yeah, I think he was playing Sammy and he went for the rocket, so again, the rocket there, but I'm not sure about this rocket. He now goes for the side slip, gets some damage on this artillery here, gets this infantry, gets the tank there with the battlecopter. Okay, I think he kind of managed to protect the battlecopter here with the artillery hidden on the woods. He almost gets the artillery, but not quite. And now just going for the overdrive there. Summer gets this tank here, interrupts this capture, gets the infantry, gets this other infantry, another infantry kill. The tank almost gets his infantry as well. He has a transport copter, he didn't even catch when he made this transport copter. The tank gets the artillery there. He goes for a battlecopter and double tank. Poe is actually ahead on income, but he's losing on... Actually, he's even on units. Interesting stuff. He goes for the normal power, gets some nice movement here with the mech and the rocket. This battlecopter finishes off this tank. The anti-air still can't reach the battlecopter, and he's almost losing this anti-air, so that's tough for Summer there. Summer's still behind on income and falling behind a bit on units as well. Poe has almost all the contested properties here on the sides, and he's starting to push on the center, getting the tank, the lower tank there, and a lot of damage on this other... I thought this tank suicided here, but he just came back for repair. The rocket now actually paying off for Poe, I think. I didn't even catch if it should and stuff, but at least he's on the front lines and isn't too exposed, so we should get some good value from it. Okay, the rocket doing some work there, gets the tank really easily without even taking damage back. He's now going for some anti-air. Summer winning here on the top, but that's it. He's losing quite hard on the center. I mean, not quite hard, but losing on the center and losing quite hard here on this other side. The rocket's still shooting and the artillery also getting a lot of value. He now goes for the normal power. This tank gets this lower tank. He also is probably going to get this other tank. Almost gets this battlecopter. Oh, this is really tough for Summer. He's now going for a battlecopter in the tank. Summer going for the overdrive. I guess his last hope there to try and get back on the game. He gets a bunch of infantry, but yeah, interrupts his capture. Really important with the anti-air there. The anti-air here... Okay, gets the battlecopter. I thought he was going for some infantry. Okay, so all those units for Poe are really low here. And he even gets some nice engagements here on the top, but those units are overextending a bit. Even though this tank is not quite on position to answer just yet. He does get this one tank. This other tank has to run now. I'm not sure if this attack on top was too worth it, at least for some repair here. Poe now getting a lot of units still here, even with the lower units getting a lot of damage there. The infantry gets this lower tank, which is good for Summer, but Summer is really behind on units now. And Poe goes for the side slip, interrupts this capture, almost gets this tank, gets this battlecopter here. Oh, this really hurts. Okay, I think I skipped the turn again, sorry for that. Yeah, I think the anti-air would be able to reach anyway. But he starts capturing the con tower from Poe with the 4 HP infantry. 4 HP infantry, really sad. Takes 5 turns to capture, which is almost always going to get interrupted. And Summer resigns, which means sadly he's out of the tournament. But that was a really good game, and Poe showing the power of the rocket here, finally paying off for him. So yeah, let's go to the last game now. So last game we have Poe versus Mr. Cool. Okay, so yeah, he just bought infantry. Poe going for the semi-pick, interesting, versus Fleck from Mr. Cool. I probably would play Fleck, but Semi is a really interesting pick, especially for this map. I think Kalendan from Group... Was it Group A or B? I think Group A showed really interesting build with Semi on this map, but his Semi used a lot of mechs and APC, to get the max on the front line. Mr. Cool starting with the artillery and the recon, that actually is my build for this map. Now going for a tank. I think I get the recon earlier though, but I guess getting the infantry first is better for capture early game. Now Paul going for the recon and the tank actually. I think the APC build from Kalendon probably a little better there, but yeah, to play semi you have to be really patient and play a lot with the artillery and the infantry walls. Have the max show up on clutch moments there with the APC support. Mr. Cool gets the recon here. I think this first engagement with the tank was a low roll, probably. Okay, he's on wood, so I'm not sure actually. But he gets the recon, so Paul already losing the recon there, pretty painful. He does interrupt this capture though for one turn, but I don't think that's quite worth it for the 4K unit that you're building early on. I also like building early recons, but I have the bad habit of losing them pretty early. You have to be really careful with your recons early game. I think... Okay, Mr. Cool going for the base keep here. Surprising, but yeah. Now Paul going for the engagement here on the recon, really bold because Mr. Cool probably has tanks here, but he's already got another tank. He doesn't quite go for this tank here since he's on a city and he doesn't have vision. Maybe he just gets trapped here on the road and loses this tank for free pretty much. And yes, there's an infantry of course here. Now the artillery getting a shot at the recon. This recon is probably dead as well. This is really sad, losing 2 recons there just to interrupt 2 captures. I mean delay for 1 turn, you know. Also Mr. Cool gets a lot of damage on this infantry, which is really good against Sammy to kill all her infantry of course. Now the Sammy moving in with the tanks gets a nice engagement on this tank and there's not artillery support. He actually manages... Okay, he doesn't kill the infantry, he goes for some damage on the artillery. Interesting move there. Mr. Cool... Actually, there was an artillery here, and yeah, he does a lot of damage to this tank. He also gets this infantry that was trying to capture. Really suicidal here, this infantry. I'm not sure about this capture. Mr. Cool, though, going for some damage on the infantry and gets on range of the artillery here. So that's not that great for him. Of course, Paul has the con tower ready, while Mr. Cool doesn't quite have it yet. Mr. Cool going for a medium tank now. Yeah, but I'm not sure about going for a medium tank when you already know your enemy has 2 artillery there and a bunch of infantry. I mean, quite a bunch of infantry. Paul is actually a bit behind on unit count, and yeah, he's losing a lot of infantry. Okay, he loses 1, this one's really damaged, he loses this other one. The artillery actually taking a lot of damage. So yeah, this game is really tough for Paul now. He loses the other artillery as well. Now he has some tanks coming in, the battlecopter there. But he already is really behind on units. He even loses 1 of his units there. Oh, he joins here for the capture. I'm not sure about this as well, but yeah. The entire getting the battlecopter there, Mr. Cool almost even now income. Paul was actually ahead, but yeah, he went for a lot of captures that were a bit suicidal there. Tried really hard to get this city but never got it, and Mr. Cool was winning all engagements pretty much. Overall, the medium tank finally arrives here, gets this entire. The battlecopter also coming in, so Mr. Cool doesn't have entire on this side. But Paul has pretty much half the units of Mr. Cool now. He finally gets 21 there, but yeah. Paul also losing the entire there, so battlecopters can do a lot of damage. And Mr. Cool also has the medium tank here, so it's probably going to get some damage. Paul going for the victory march. Let's see if he gets... Okay, he gets the con tower from Mr. Cool, which is really cool. He does get this infantry. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's even going to get any captures. Oh, he can't get this city because of the infantry there. He doesn't even try to kill this infantry, which is surprising. Okay, he actually does. For some reason the replay bugged, but yeah, he doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I think he did like 3 damage to the infantry. That's really weird. On the superpower and with double con tower, I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah. Mr. Cool really ahead on units. Yeah, that was really tough for Poe. He went a bit too aggressive, lost too much infantry there on the front. Too many, I guess, infantry, I'm not sure. Mr. Cool now taking the con tower back, and there's nothing Poe can do to interrupt that. The battlecopter, okay, maybe he could interrupt with the battlecopter there, but it would be pretty suicidal, and yeah, he loses the battlecopter anyway, and yeah, I don't see a way out for Poe in this game. Sammy, when she falls back, she can't do much really, especially on unit count, and you probably want to be a head-on capture, at least after your first power, or first superpower at least. Mr. Cool now, even on capture, he's gonna start taking some properties from Poe, killing a lot of units there. I mean, it's just a massacre at this point. The battlecopter getting trapped. Poe going for the normal power, the double time, I think it's called. Even though she only gets one movement for her infantry. And max. Mr. Cool doing a lot of damage to the max, even Poe barely can see one quarter of the map there. Mr. Cool killing a lot of stuff. Getting a lot of damage on this mech. Poe gets a nice engagement here with the mech killing this. I mean, it was a lower tank, but yeah, the battlecopter shooting at the anti-air there move, but the anti-air was really low. He gets a nice engagement on this battlecopter. Mr. Cool already has another anti-air, which is not that surprising since he has so much more units, so many more, I guess, units than Poe. Yeah, Mr. Cool now has a transport copter as well, another base skip, but it doesn't matter. Oh, sorry. And yeah, that's it. So Mr. Cool goes ahead as second place of the group. Sadly, Poe gets eliminated. And yeah, that's it for Group D, our last group for Code A. So now I'm gonna start casting Group B, and there's Group C. I mean, Code B and Code C, the other tournaments. So that's it. If you like this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.